Hi, this is the follow-up video on my toolkit, but this is more of like a emergency roadside, like car emergency kit. This is like I did from the previous video. It's a Frankenstein kit where it's like from different kits and different items that I just put together. This stays on the SUV. This is where the scenario about. Oh, sorry. The reason why I make this is in case you're in a scenario where your car battery died and you need to jump start it, or you have like a tire on your tire, you have like a nail stuck. You can try to at least fix it. Things like that. All right, let's show them our roadside car emergency kit. But let me give you a quick show of what it is. So, first of all, it's from I put it in this orange, I don't know if you can see it. It's an Apache 4800 from Harbor Freight. I picked the orange one because in case you don't have any of those triangle reflective things, you can just put it out. You can use this because it's reflective. At least people know that something's going on because of the color orange. But yeah, let's see. Let's open it up. And this is a watertight case too, so it's pretty nice. Just ignore. Sorry for the mess. This is my workbench. That's what it looks like. We'll do a quick video or try to explain stuff, or at least my thought process on building this. So stay with me. Alright, this is my car emergency kit. These are the stuff that you put in your car when you get like a flat, on how do you fix it, things like that. So let's start off with the case. This is an Apache 4800. This thing's pretty heavy. I got this case in Harbor Freight when it was on sale, so I picked the orange one because if you don't have any of those reflective stuff, at least you can see this in the dark. That's why I like the bright orange one. So let's open it up. So there's a bunch of stuff in here. Let's see if I can zoom it in. Alright. First things you'll see is a fix it flat, or like a tire sealant. This is like worst case scenario. Techs and people that repairs tires, they hate this stuff, but I put it in here. This is for worst case scenario if I need to patch the tire, if I have like a flat or something. But yeah, I don't recommend using this, but this is a worst case scenario thing. So always have that. A reflective vest, so in case you're doing a repair on the side of the road, or at least you can hang this on a window, at least they can see you. Pretty handy. Rag for cleaning stuff up, you know what it is. Let's start. And then a couple of flares. I think this is from a kit, and this is an Orion brand, I think. Yeah. This is a kit from like a boat one that has never been used, so I took it. And then I think this burns for 15 minutes, and it's a good fire starter as well. So you can, in case of emergencies, if they need to have like a helicopter land on your site, on your area, or get somebody's attention. 2 of those. I recommend getting a patch kit for repairing tire tubes, not just for the car, but for like bicycles and stuff like that. Put in a Ziploc. This thing is very valuable. So tire patch kit, very important. Basic flashlight, pretty cheap ones. You can buy flashlight in any like hardware store. This is just one of those things where you can buy like a pack of 2 when it's on sale for like $9. You can't really beat that. And then try to get the one, if you have a rechargeable, that's fine. Try to get the batteried one because, you know, you can always just buy batteries. Flashlight, so when you work in the dark and stuff like that. That one on this left side, this is a, well, actually let's do this. This is a soft shackle. So this is for like towing and stuff in case you need to help somebody, or I prefer I've used the D-ring ones before. Those things are scary. They work, but once they snap, it's like a bullet. I've seen a soft shackle snap, and it's literally not that deadly because you know, like it absorbs the energy. It doesn't transfer it. So this is for towing stuff. I recommend getting at least 2. So in case you need to tow someone, or you need to get towed, at least you have like a tow point on a soft shackle. Yeah, pretty neat. Booster cables, you know, just for jump starting a car. On my SUV, I don't have one of those, like, I prefer getting those like jump starter battery pack ones. I just don't have money to buy those yet, so booster cable will work for now. And then some tow straps. Or yeah, so when you buy a tow strap, make sure you buy it rated on your vehicle. If you can go higher, great, but I usually just buy the one that's rated for my vehicle because chances are I'll be towing my own vehicle or towing a vehicle smaller than me. I don't, the SUV is not really that much of a horsepower in it, but at least I can pull somebody out if I need help. But yeah, make sure you buy the rated one and don't throw those like paper that's included in it, because at least you have a reference point on it. I put a ziplock on it just so it doesn't be all over the place. This is just a, you know, cheap gloves from a kit, just so at least you have some kind of barrier. Keep hot things hot, cold things cold, and you know. This glove sucks though, because when it gets wet, it kind of like penetrates. But these are all the gloves I have. So a basic boo-boo kit, you know, bandages, tape, and then this is from a just-in-case kit, and then I just saved the paper. So if you need reference and stuff like that, you can use it. Pretty much, you know, bandages, different size bandages, alcohol wipes, gauzes, pretty much basic boo-boos. Then always put a rain poncho. Some of this are reusable, but these are pretty cheap when you buy an impact. So in case it's raining, you get stranded, you have to work on the vehicle, at least you're not soaked. So get at least 2. This is from a just-in-case too. So rain poncho. Get a bunch of zip ties, different sizes. So, you know, you can do, like I said from previous videos, you can do a lot of things on zip ties. From like, if your splash shield is loose, you can just, you know, poke a hole with your blade, and then you can use this to attach it on stuff. So zip ties, that goes in there. Cheap pry bar, you know, for removing a nail on the tire, and then, you know, opening. If, you know, if let's say you've been in an accident, your bumper fell off, and you need a little bit of a push, cheap pry bar will help that, just so if the car is still drivable. If you have to remove the bumper so it's not like dangling around or something like that. Cheap pry bar, and then just a tire gauge. Try to get the one that's more than 50 psi in terms of how to read it. It kind of helps if you have like bigger cars, but for my small SUV, this will work. So this is cheap. You can buy this for like 50 cents or something. And then just a basic analog map. I like the Rand McNally one, and then it's covering most of this. I travel a lot on the west side, so that's why I got this map. And we live in Utah, so that's why it has the arches. Recommend visiting that one. Nice place. So just analog map. You can still use the phone. You can download offline maps, but analog map, can't beat it. You know, as you age, you appreciate analog stuff because it's easy to use instead of like the electronic ones. This is just like a SOS sign from a just in case too. You know, if you get stuck and you need help, just put an SOS sign on your windshield or something like that. You can also use your reflective vest, but I had this, so I just put it in there. And then always make sure you have a air compressor. You don't have to get those ARB ones for like off-roading and stuff, but just a cheap one that you buy in sale on like Home Depot or Lowe's. In this case, this is a Husky one. It's for airing tires. I know you can inflate tires in between 10 minutes or something like that just to let it cool down, because this tends to heat up pretty quick, but at least it gets you out of the bind. So air compressor. And then if you're like me, where I think I have it here, oh maybe not, sometimes you can buy those extension ones, so you can plug it in literally on some of this doesn't have a long extension cord, so you can't access the back or whatever, so make sure you get the one where you can access the back of your tire or something like that. But air compressor is a must. Get your inflating tires, or if you're going to the beach, you need to inflate a paddle board or something like that. I think that's pretty much it. And then the last one is just this like pencil case that has a bunch of just little things. So a chem light, so if you can't start a fire because let's say it's raining pretty bad but you need to be visible, you can buy this chem lights. This is the one where you snap it and then shake it. Chemical reaction makes it illuminate. This glows more than 12 hours because I've tried this one. It's pretty good. So you can buy a pack of this on Amazon. It's pretty cheap. A whistle to get somebody's attention. I just put a like a key ring for like a jet ski, just so you can always put it in your arm or something like that. You give it to your kid so you don't lose it. A headlamp, an Energizer one. So I like the Energizer headlamps because sometimes this go on sale where you can buy like a pack of 3 and the batteries are included. So I just take off the battery. I'm a type of person where I only put the batteries if I need it. You can put it like in a different polarity, but I've never really been a fan of that. So I just find like a random Ziploc or something, put it in there. So you can have hands-free if you don't want to use this one. And then more extra batteries for the flashlight right there. Cheap knife. This is for remove if you need to puncture something or something, you need to stab something inside the car, in terms of like a plastic panel or something like that. At least you have something to use that one. And then just a cheap multi-tool. The reason why I pick a multi-tool instead of like a regular pliers is, like say you get stuck and then you need to saw something. At least this have like, like a cheap saw, but I'm not expecting to like saw a 2x4, but you get the idea. You can cut something, and this is pretty cheap when you're removing, it's in nails on a punctured tire or something like that. It has a bottle opener, Phillips head. Even have like a small I think this is called a nail file, but you can file something if it's like bugging you or something. Spring-loaded Husky. I've gotten this like 7 years ago or something in one of those like Friday sales, Black Friday sales. So I figured I'd put it in here. Yeah. More chem lights. This is like the one you buy in dollar store, and you can use it for the kids. And it has this thing where you can loop something. Maybe I should add a paracord in here so I can loop something and hang it. Not a bad idea, but yeah. Duct tape and electrical tape wrapped in a hotel key pass. I'm a fan of like the card stuff. That's why most of my kits have this. Duct tape, 50 different uses. Covering something or wrapping something. So not bad. Electrical tape, good for if you don't have bandages. This is good to wrap it on your finger too. Learned that from my dad. So, and then for fixing tires, tire valve tools. So you get like the multi-tool, for fixing tire valve cores, I think. You can buy this in Harbor Freight for like 99 cents, and it comes in like the valve core stuff. Set of 4, and I put some of this like tire air cover. Sometimes even if you fix it, you still have to cap it out so it doesn't like release air. And then I like Altoids, so I just put it in here in the label. And then some assorted fuses, big ones, small ones, you know, 10 amps or stuff like that, because I think by percentage wise most of the car problems is like a blown fuse. Let's say your headlights doesn't work, that means you usually check the fuse first before anything else. So I recommend that one. You can put relays and stuff, but that's for like more extensive ones, so I figure this is just like quick fixes. So, and then I always put like a fire starter kit, a basic waterproof matches, a small Bic lighter, a magnesium rod or ferrocerium rod, and one of those stuff where you can, I forgot what it's called, but you know, for starting fires, this is like a fire starter. I'm in on doing one of these things where you dip it in wax and it burns for 5 minutes. I haven't dipped it in wax yet. Maybe I'll add one in here, but if you're stuck somewhere, at least you have a way to start a fire to keep you warm, especially in wintertime, you know, things like that. So I just keep it on this kit. But yeah, this kit is you know, I keep this on the SUV most of the time. Plus that kit that I made, you know, my EDC toolkit. But this stays there, so you know, if I have a flat tire, at least I can try to fix it. Unless I call the AAA. I don't have a AAA, or the insurance one where they call the towing and stuff like that. But if you can fix it yourself and you have the ability, go ahead. None of this stuff is really that expensive. It's just more of like trying to make sure that everything that you put in here you know how to use, or at least you can explain to somebody pretty briefly that that's its purpose. Because at the end of the day, the goal is to just make sure you're back in the road and going where you're going. So let me know if I need to add something, or is there anything missing, or is there anything redundant in here. But in my case, this is all my knowledge based one, so I'm sticking to what I know. Pumping up more videos. We'll eventually get to the truck, because I do have a truck that has more of those like dad stuff and guy tools and stuff like that. But for now, we're just sticking on my family's SUV. I'll show you my it's kind of like a bug out kit, but includes my kids and my wife for family bug out kit, you know, the backpack that I showed in the previous video. I'll probably break that down, but for now, this will do. So, peace out.